Good evening, peep and peepettes. It's just your madman, and let me start by saying thank you to everybody that likes and subscribes to my videos. If you're happy enough listening to an old man rambling on, then I'm happy to to appreciate everything that you do for me in following, liking, subscribing, and so on and so forth. This is today's episode of Arse and Elbows, and you couldn't make this up. So the appointment I had for Arse House on Monday, that I told you about on Sunday, got cancelled and got made for today. In the meantime, I was told by my general practitioner, my normal nurse, doctor, that my normal regular medication was going to be done on a repeat dispense. So I was supposed to get it without having to phone up the doctors and get it. Meanwhile, my quetiapine that was being dispensed by the mental health team wasn't going to be dispensed until I'd had my ECG, which I had today. I got told about it yesterday or day before. So I goes to the chemist this morning, and I spoke to a lovely young lady, a young woman in the chemist, and I said, I've come to pick a prescription up for me. And she goes through the back and she says, is it for one item? I says, no, it should be for 7. It should be from the doctors. She said, no, it's from Navigo. Now, considering I got a phone call this morning at 12:20, as I was getting ready to go to the chemist and go to Arse House, I got a phone call from Arse House just reminding me that they needed me to go and have this ECG so they could check my heart rhythm, whatever, before they gave me the quetiapine. So for a week, I've only been on 100 milligrams of the other one, the amyl sulfide. So I says to this chemist, I said, no, it should be for stuff from... No, it's not from doctors. It's from Navigo. Well, I'm not supposed to get it from Navigo. I'm on my way up to Navigo now. She says, oh, it's for quetiapine. Right? And I'm like, hang on a minute. I've just literally been told I've got to go and have this ECG done today so they can prescribe me the quetiapine. And the other stuff should have been on a repeat dispenser. I said, well, it's not. And also I was told I was having 100 milligrams of amyl sulfide, and I'm not quite sure what the dosage of quetiapine is. So I went to the appointment as guided, did the ECG, she took bloods, did my blood pressure and all that again. And I said to her, I said, right, I says, can you explain why da-da-da? And she said, well, no, I don't know. So I'll have a word with the doctor when we're done. So I leaves Arse House, which is the mental health team, the Navigo team, and I head back home. And yes, I did what I always do, which is calling the pub for a pint, because it was cold and sleety and everything. So calling the pub for a pint. I get a text message from Navigo. Leave the amyl sulfide and just stick to the quetiapine. But I can't reply back to it. It's one of those non-reply messages. So I don't know what the hell has gone on. And I still didn't get my main medication, my main health medication from the doctors, because it wasn't on repeat dispense, which it was supposed to be, which they told me last week it was going to be. And the chemist even said they'd been told it was going to be, but when I went in today to get it, it wasn't. So if you could figure out what the right elbow and the left arse cheek is doing, then please let somebody at Navigo know, because they don't appear to know. And as I always say, this is why we fall through the traps. This is why we give up. This is why we throw it all away. Because there is just no continuity. There is just no substance in what they're doing for us. But anyway, better minds, no better than me, apparently. I'm just a pawn in the middle of this game. There's pawns in the middle of many, many other games. And that's what we do. And that's why we come back and spend time with our dogs and just chill the fuck out, because it's not worth the hassle. Anyway, stay safe, look after your sons, look after your friends, your neighbours, your elders, your relatives, people around your table, people near and people far. Look after those that you talk to in the streets, and look after yourself. Stay safe, stay proud, stay loud. Peace.